Hey guys, ever come home after a long day, mentally drained, physically wiped, only to crash on the couch, scroll your phone, maybe throw on Netflix and tell yourself, I will start tomorrow, that project, that habit, that new version of you, but somehow the motivation never shows up. So let's talk about that in this video. Hey, what's up? I'm Gorka, a personal trainer and life coach. Welcome to the channel. If you're into fitness, mindset, and real talk, hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about helping you grow physically and mentally. So let's get started. All right, guys, let's be real about motivation. Nobody really tells you this, but motivation is not something you sit around and wait for. It's not lightning. It's not divine inspiration. And most days, it's just not there. But that doesn't mean you are lazy or broken. We've all told ourselves, I'll start when I feel ready. The problem is ready almost never comes. So what if instead of waiting for motivation, you learn how to make it, how to manufacture it? Now, the funny thing is motivation usually shows up after you start, not before. It's like a feedback loop. You knock out one small task and you feel a little better, or you hit the gym and you feel accomplished. You study for 20 minutes. You feel the progress, right? And before you know it, motivation shows up because you are already doing the work. You earn it. You don't just pull it out of thin air. I like to think about this the way I think about iconic movie villains. That's what I want to talk about then in this video, because they are a great example of how motivation really works. Take characters like Bane or the Joker or Gus Fring. Love them or hate them, they didn't become powerful overnight. They were shaped by trials, setbacks, isolation, even pain. They endured, they pushed through. And most importantly, they kept moving forward, even when they didn't feel motivated. Most villains have this deep intrinsic drive that comes from the obstacles they've overcome step by step. And listen to this, the more they proved themselves right, the stronger that drive got. Now, you are probably not a villain, hopefully not, but you are writing your own story every single day, page by page. Now, you might be wondering, how can I keep myself motivated every day? And this is my answer. Instead of asking, how do I stay motivated? Ask yourself, what would make me proud a year from now? Or what version of me do I want to meet on my next birthday? What is the future scenario you'll be proud of? And then reverse engineer it. Take that vision and work backwards. What's one small action you can take today that will build that version of you in 1 year? And let me tell you guys, you don't need motivation to start. You just need to begin step by step. Now, science has something to say about this too. Research in behavioral psychology backs it up. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Psychology found that finishing tasks boosts dopamine, the same neurotransmitter linked to motivation and reward. But here's the kicker, you don't get that dopamine before you start, you get it after you've begun. So if you're sitting around waiting for that magical surge of energy before taking action, you've got it backwards. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. So every small step you take each day actually builds motivation over time. For instance, the motivation you feel after sticking to a habit for 3 months is way stronger than the motivation you feel after just 1 week. Motivation doesn't come first. It's the result of consistency. The problem is most people quit way too early, before the habit even has time to stick, and way before that motivation ever has a chance to show up. So in conclusion, motivation is not a mood, it's a practice. And sometimes the most powerful version of you is built on the days you don't feel like showing up at all. And remember, you're not behind and you don't lack motivation, you're just getting started. Take one step, then another, and let the momentum build itself. So that's it for today, guys. If this video hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Hit that like button, drop a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. I've got more content coming your way on fitness, mindset, and self-mastery. Thanks for watching. I'm Gorka, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.